Welcome, welcome. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Petra. If you don't want to pronounce my last name, it is Tezak, but don't bother, it's all good. I'm on a first name basis anyway, so it's all good. So tonight we have an exciting training. So the month of September was, the basis of foundation, and now we're kind of digging into how we can use Healy properly. So tonight we're going to talk about intention. And intention is one of the most important things you will ever do and ever learn, not only in your life, but using Healy, right? Because quantum space is all about intention. And there's a lot about, talking about intention, set intention, and, just set intention, you'll be fine. Yeah. But what does that really mean, right? What do we do if we set intention? What happens, right? So if I set intention of, mushrooms growing, will mushrooms grow all of a sudden, right? If I set an intention for it to rain, will it just rain, right? So we can be rain men or we're rain women, but unfortunately, it's a bit more to it than just that, right? So welcome everyone that's joining in. People will still drop in, but I just want to start sharing. And before I start sharing, I would like to ask, and now I know that you can't unmute yourself, but you can raise your hand. There's a function on the bottom that you can raise your hand, so I can unmute you. I would love to hear from you. Do you know what intention really is? Are you using it in your life? Do you know how to use it actually? So if you don't, then we're going to learn today and tonight. So you can pop in a chat, you can raise your hand. That's all good. If you don't want to talk right now, that's okay. Learning daily, I agree. It's a learning process, and we are humans. We don't do perfection. Yeah. If you're here for perfection, I'm so sorry. I have to disappoint you and burst your bubble. There is none. Yeah, except maybe chocolate and ice cream. That might be the case, but that's about it. Nothing else is perfect. So, and that's the beauty of it, right? We play with it, we explore it. I always say that, life and anything in life and anything in energy. Yeah. So, for those of you that don't know me or don't know much about me, there's a whole first session in September about me, so you can go and watch that one. So we can focus on intention tonight. But for me, life and energy, it's like a playground. Yeah, it's full of colors, and it's like a play-doh. Yeah, so you're always molding it and always creating something new. It's like kids, when they build how do you call those sand castles, on the beach, right? And what do they do? So you as an adult, right? You build a sandcastle with them and you go, oh my God, this is so beautiful. You admire it, right? And then what do the kids do? Come and literally crash it. And you go, oh, my sandcastle, right? And kids go, yay, let's build a new one, right? So it's a different perception of how we are looking at life, right? So this is what we're going to talk about today. It's all about intention. And our perception changes based on our intention. Okay, perfect call. Great. Let's go. So I'm going to share my screen as always. And please let me know if you do see it. Do you see my screen, my slides? Yeah? And you only see my slides, just my face on it. Perfect. Oh, look, again. There's something going on with my background. The other day there was balloons and today is like fireworks. I have no idea why this is going on. Great, we have special effects here. I have no idea how I'm doing this, but I'm just calling it magic tonight. Okay, so tonight talking about intention and literally exploring it. I love exploration. Why? Because energy world is all about exploring things, and it's never about perfection. It's never about wanting or needing to know everything, because we don't. Yeah, we are like this little fraction of this huge vast ocean, and we want to know the ocean. Well, we can't, right? So we need the trust process, like we talked about in the past. So let's look at it. Intention. What is intention? So the definition of intention, it's kind of a bit of an awkward one. but it is saying that intentions or intention are mental states, thought, yeah, in which the agent, either us or whoever is doing the intention, commits themselves to a course of action. For example, having the plan to visit a zoo, for example, tomorrow, is an example of intention. I'm making a basic intention, yeah? So we're going to go in different ways as well, just so you know the concept. The action plan to go to the zoo is the content of intention, while the commitment is the attitude towards this content. So what does this actually mean, right? Majority of our, how do we say them, definitions kind of sometimes, boggle our brain. So the way I understand intention is that the action or the plan that we are creating towards something. So if we want something, we say, I want ice cream, right? So I don't have ice cream at home. I don't have, there's an ice cream shop down the street. So I need to actually make a plan for it. So I need to either get dressed, get into the car, or walk there, or, literally do something physical action to get to where I want to. I also need to have money. I need to understand what flavors of ice cream I want, so that's all goes into intention. But the plan of it, how I'm going to get there, that's actually focus. So the clearer the intention of what I want, the easier the focus and the plan will be. So both of them together will actually bring you results. Focus, we're going to look at next week. Today, we're focusing on the intention. Commitment is the attitude towards this content, so towards this content of action plan. Commitment is what we are talking about. Oh, sorry. So the commitment is the focus, and sorry, my brain is not working today. The action plan is the clear intention. Yeah. So the clarity of intention is how detailed would the plan be and how detailed the ice cream and the physical outcome will be. But the commitment towards that action, towards that goal, is focus. And focus actually is where the work is. So intention is where the fun is. So where the visualizing and the creativity and the feelings and emotions and everything else, the juicy stuff is, yeah? And intention always happens in an energetic space, yeah? Focus and the commitment happens in a physical space, moving things towards action. Clarity. Intention without clarity is just a wish. So if we want, for example, if we are saying that we want to have a house on the beach, yeah, for example, we're manifesting wanting to have a house on the beach. So if we're just saying house on the beach, and I want to live on the beach and house on the beach, and then all of a sudden you end up with a shack on a small land of the beach, and there's literally no ocean that you want to swim in, but that's about it, and then you're disappointed, yeah? Well, if there's no clarity of what you want and how does that look like and how does that feel like, then universe and the energetic field around you will literally give you what you want, whatever you clarified that you want. So clarity is crucial when we're setting intentions. And when we actually are clear, when we are saying this is what we want and we make clear intentions, we clarified what we want, what actually happens in our brain is fascinating. The brain starts firing neurons. When we understand the vision, well, even before the vision, we actually emit the energy and we say we want something, and then our brain starts firing neurons and actually helps us create a vision in our head in order to make us clear into what we want. And it's actually pulling things from our knowledge, from our experiences, and from memories and things like that. And it's actually using the entire database of stored energy and memories in order for us to create a vision that we set out with the intention. So our body and our brain are helping us all the time. And that's why it's so important to actually clarify what we want, because then the brain will start accessing this field around us and helping us experience things completely differently. So as you see, looking at the intention is quite an active process. It's not a passive process. It's not a process when we go, oh, I want this and that's it. Yeah, that's just a thought. We actually need to put a lot of playfulness in it and a lot of experiences in order to actually create a clear vision. When we actually have a clear vision, clarity boosts thoughts. Yeah, so meaning creating a vision in our brain, there's thoughts coming in, there's a visual image coming in. Those thoughts trigger emotions in the body. Emotions we talked about are energy in motion, meaning that the emotions are triggering now hormones in the physical body that create feelings. So feelings are sensations and expression of an emotion. So when we actually have feelings in the body, we have sensations, we are now experiencing the intention, the vision that we created, that we wanted. We are now experiencing that in that physical moment, in that present moment. So what you are experiencing is the future in present. And this is not, I'm not kidding, and I'll share my experience why this is so important. Because when we are like really, really clear on what we want, we can actually transport ourselves energetically into the space in the future within our body. And we can not only feel, taste, smell, feel sensations of a real moment in the future on our physical body without being there. So that's really crucially important when we're doing anything, just letting you know. So the experience I wanted to share with you is before I moved to Australia, I went through a process of, wanting to move out of Europe. And I had a vision that I need to move to Australia. I had relatives here, never been here before. Yeah, so this was a foreign land for me. When I moved here, this was my first time here in Australia. I landed. But 5 years before we actually came here, I had a vision in my meditation, and I was asking, where do I move? How does it look like? How does it feel like? Show me the vision. So envisioning something that I wanted to show you later on today, so you can actually start experiencing that. But envisioning is not the same as visualizing, but it is a process where you actually get clarity on your intention. And I was in that process in meditation, and I actually felt the same day. So there was a beach, and there was wind blowing on the beach, and I felt the wind on my skin. I smelled the air through my nose, and I actually felt the humidity on my skin while I was in Europe in my meditation. And when I landed here in Australia, the second day when I landed here in Australia, my partner and I went driving around, and we stopped at the beach. I was like, stop here. Like literally by feeling, I stepped on that beach and my whole body collapsed, and I started crying, because that was the same exact beach, and the day was exactly the same as in my meditation. The smell, the humidity on my skin, everything, I get goosebumps now. Everything was exactly the same. I was there. I created the same moment I felt 5 years before in my meditation. So I want you to understand that this is huge power. So the more you are actually focused on the details and then let that go, the more you can create, yeah, in the future. Okay. Also have in mind that the intention causes the effect of the outcome in your life. Yeah. So it's a really powerful tool. Okay. Let's look at how to create a clear intention. So now we know we need a detailed vision. Yeah. One of the things you can do is envisioning. So envisioning is literally going to meditation and allowing yourself to move out of your body, meaning that you relax your body completely. You literally move out of the body by asking a question. You know, you say, for example, I want to have a partner, or I want to be healthy. This is something I used to do as well. So I want to be healthy and I want to thrive, and this is how, you know, what I really want, because I was in excruciating pain. And it was something that I literally started asking, how does that feel like? Show me, universe, God, creator, whatever you want to call it. Show me, how does that feel like? Show me, how does that look like? How does being healthy and thriving in my body and being full of energy, how does that feel like? How does that look like? Show me who I really am when I'm thriving, who I really am when I'm healthy. So I was allowing the images and information and everything to come in without me controlling it. And you need to really go in meditation and practice this. And you can do that with Healy, so you can get out of your way. We're going to look at that one. So clear vision and then adding emotions. Asking yourself, how does that feel like, is adding emotions, allowing the emotions to come up. So you can actually, even if the emotions are, you know, if an emotion comes up, for example, that's fear or anger, don't put it aside. Take a look at it. Why are you angry? Why are you fearful? Because those are the things, that are actually going to help you define exactly what your body needs. Yeah. So feelings in the body are important, because if your fear comes up, that's great. You can take a look at why the fear came up, because every emotion is your signal. And before you actually get clarity on intention that you want, before you clarify the vision, you need to kind of move away the leaves. Yeah. And the vision you have in your mind, when it actually comes up, don't take it as exactly it is. Yeah, sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. That time will show. So the vision is just a symbol. The experience in the body, the feelings, is what you are after. So you are looking at the feelings and the emotions in the body, and that is what's going to match the future element. So you will know, because how will you know if you're envisioning something now and you're setting an intention for something now? How will you know that you have arrived? The emotion and the feeling here and the emotion and the feeling here at the end, or the goal, will be the same. So that is how you can actually crisscross and understand where the journey kind of makes a whole circle. Also, something to think about: creating a new reality, which we call future, which is present now. So in energy space, there is no past, present, future. Everything happens in the now. So when we are creating a new reality on a physical level, means that we are actually shifting our entire self, our entire personality. So what you are feeling now emotionally is the past. So if you actually want to create something new, you will need to do the work to shift your personality, to change your thought patterns, beliefs, your emotions. Yeah, the way you feel, the way you react, the way you respond. All of that will come into place when we look at focus. The emotions we feel now, as I said, are the past, and we do need dedication and commitment in order to shift, to get into the future reality, which on a physical level will need time to actually catch up, just so you know. Okay, awareness is important in setting intention, because if we have no awareness, we can't actually discern and have clarity around what's important for us. Consciousness, meaning being present in this moment, plus taking actions or inspired actions, which your body will tell you, this resonates with me, this doesn't resonate with me. So if we are literally giving this a yes and no answer, we can say, my body, okay, this feels good, this resonates with me. Feels good meaning it fills my heart, not feels good in this moment. Yeah, so fills my heart. And if I'm following that, the intention that I'm building and creating and defining will get better and better and better and better every single time. That all together creates change. And that's what we're after. So it's really interesting when people say to me, I don't like change. Well, then if we are dreaming of something and we don't like change, where do you think we will sit? We are literally running on a hamster wheel because we are resisting change. Change is what we want. Change is what will bring us the future effect, is what you actually are dreaming of. So if you're afraid of change, then you're afraid of your own future, what you're actually creating. So that means you have an inner conflict. So, and when we're setting an intention, the most important thing, those are the foundations we take a look at, but the most important thing is that we are in a coherent state. So we actually look at the program Coherence last week. When you are actually setting intention, make it conscious. Run the coherence program before you go and do anything in setting any intentions. Because if you're not in state of coherence, what you're going to do is, it's like, Katie, what was the name of that thing that I told you, the one you throw stones with? So when you're throwing stones, there's no focus, right? So you need focused action because that's the path you want. So it's really important to have that focus. Otherwise, it's going to be chaos. So your energy is going to go left and right and up and down. And there's not going to be any outcomes that you want. It's just going to be, losing energy here, losing energy there. So that's why clarity is so important. And also, we're going to look at focus next week. So coherence, setting a center, being in yourself, and then always setting an intention with a positive state of expression. And like it already happened. There's no past, present, future, right? So if I want to say, I want to be healthy, I want to turn this into, I am healthy and vibrant, enjoying my constant flow of energy through my body that fills me with joy. So I am already joy. I am already healthy. I am already see, I get goosebumps. I'm already feeling that in my body. It's not maybe that will happen in the future. I might, I'll need to get there. No, I'm already there. I'm already feeling that feeling and emotion and sensation in this body right now. Yes, I know that's a trick for the brain, for the ego brain, for the 3D brain. It's a really huge challenge because what you see right now is the reality of your past choices and decisions. So what you're creating for the future, you need to feel within yourself first. So these are examples. I just popped 3 examples here, but you can create multiple of your own examples. You can pop in, financial abundance. You can pop in, relationships. You can pop in anything. And as long as you know how to imagine that, and as long as you understand something that already happened, you will put that into words. Yeah. So another one is, I am abundance flowing through life with ease and grace, multiplying my income streams with love and gratitude. Or I am an expression of love in every relationship, and it offers me balance, deep connection, and expansive fun and happiness. Something, you see how I'm using emotions and feelings? So this is what will expand the intention in energy. So if you're becoming more expressive, in the feeling of a state of being that you want, that's what you're going to become. And this is what we call frequency. And the more you feel this way during the day and during the week and during the month, what do you think is going to happen? You are actually moving towards that reality. You're creating that reality. That's all it is. I know it sounds simple, but there's more work involved. It is. But in essence, it is simple. Okay, so next one, how to get out of your way. Well, we tend to do that. And what about, for example, if you're completely at the beginning? And for example, if you don't know exactly what you want, like I said before, I want a house on a beach, but I actually I don't know how that house looks like. I don't know how the beach looks like. I don't know what the temperature of the water is. I don't know what kind of weather it is all year round. I don't know the smells that are there. What about if I don't know any of that? That's okay. You can't make a detailed intention in that moment, and that's okay. What you can do is make an intention and then open yourself up to exploration. Learn new things. Learning new things, opening up yourself to other people, other opportunities, learning different things in life that might inspire you. Try them out and say, oh, this works for me, this doesn't work for me. You're going to get to know yourself more, and that's how you're going to have more information and a wider field where you can draw that information from, so you can make a detailed intention. Your brain will start connecting the neurons differently and creating new pathways, which will help you determine clarity. Also, creating a morning routine for yourself, putting yourself first, so you can have a meditation, some movement, breath work if that's what you want. Literally going and connecting to yourself, asking questions of what you want. How does that look like for me? And explore. You can always go, okay, if I imagine myself in winter, how does that feel? Your body will tell you how it feels. If I imagine myself, I don't know, really hot weather, your body will actually tell you how that feels. Even if you don't have an experience, you have the knowledge to tap into that experience. So have a morning routine for yourself so you can start exploring yourself. Envisioning, as I said before, if you really want to make your vision clear and intention clear, envisioning is something that really truly helped me. Define and believe what you see. That's all I will say to you. Because there's images that will come in or feelings that will come in that you will go, where does this come from? I never had that experience. You did. Because that is something that's your expression in the future. And if it feels really good in the body, it's your expression. You already are there. You already have that experience in the future expression of you in this moment. So believe your intuition, your inner voice, your inner feelings, inner emotions, inner thoughts, inner visions. That's you, just in a different expression. Asking yourself questions, what is the greatest expression of myself? Start there. And then how does it feel like? Does it feel good? Does it feel good? Does it resonate with my body? Is it pulling me forward? Is it pulling me backwards? Then trust your body to give you feedback and explore deeper in detail. Just go detail by detail. It's like a painting, yeah? Molding the dough. And when you do the meditations, when you have a morning routine, to actually get out of your way, to stop your brain controlling what it sees and what it wants and what it doesn't want, and maybe I want this, because our brain's coming from patterns of our emotional thought patterns, belief patterns of our parents, grandparents, ancestors, society, how we were, raised, how we, need to perform at work. All of that is ingrained in here. So you need to get out of the brain and into your heart. So when you are in a meditation, stay in there until you actually feel different than when you started, or when you woke up in the morning, or, whatever that is, or, whatever the previous moment was. You need to feel the shift. You need to feel the change within your body. And if not, put on coherence. yeah, because it will shift you right away. And then the tricky part that we're going to talk about next week is to go out into the world in that state and maintain that state of being no matter what. No matter the triggers that come out, no matter how one's driving on the road, no matter how kids are screaming, no matter how the boss is behaving, yeah? None of that. I know we're not perfect, yeah? So there will be no 100%. But this is something that starts with work, and this is focus, and it's a good work, yeah? Because it's getting you closer to your goal. Okay, let's go scanning. So I'm just going to share my screen to take a look at when we actually scan Healy. I'm just going to see if this one's finished. Yeah, it is. When you actually are doing the scans, have in mind Healy has a quantum sensor. Thought is the smallest particle of quantum space. So when we are actually creating an intention, what we're doing, we are focusing energy into that vast space around us and feeling the energy that's moving into us and around us. And Healy will scan all of that according to our intention. So the stronger your intention, the clearer your intention, the better your scanning outcome or your results will be. That means you can target it more closely to what you want and you get closer to the goal, faster. Every time you do a scan, it will show you different results as your consciousness has already changed its perception. Meaning when you do a scan of aura or a scan of coaching or a scan of anything, when you look at it and then you go, oh, I'm going to do another scan, it's going to be different. It can be completely different or it can be slightly different, but it will be different. Because now you have a different perception, there's different information coming in, and the focus of energy and the intention, it might not change in words, but the how do you say it? The essence of it, the wholeness of it changed in the space around you. So don't take that as a bad thing, because it's not. It's just adopting to the field that you have around you. Also have in mind that our reality that we see in a quantum space, what it means, it's a particle. So it has a physical form. We are already looking at that form because our perception is creating that form. But if we're actually detaching, and when we observe it as a wave of possibilities, meaning we are opening up ourselves to new options, to new opportunities that we don't know, we don't experience, we don't understand, we actually can shift and change how reality looks like with a different perception. So it depends on what lens we are looking it through. So if we change the lens, we change the reality. Also, our perception changes the outcome. So the more we tweak the intention, the more we change that, the more it's going to change the outcome that we're doing. Yeah, and that it happens with Healy as well. Okay, let's scan. So I'm just going to I'm just going to stop sharing so we can actually see how we can use this. And get this one up. Okay. And tell me if you see my phone. Thumbs up or anything so I can know that you can see my phone. Pin. Okay, so let's go into Blue Wave app. Please always use the Blue Wave app. It's the new one. It's much better. Okay, so scanning and intention. So intention is always used in the Blue Wave app, which is the resonance app, because the pink app doesn't have an intention. It just has a transmission of programs into the body or into a field. So when we are scanning, meaning any scanning in the Blue Wave app, you can use your intention. I know you can't shift and change the intention when you go in everywhere, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. Intention is sending an information into the field, meaning that you are already influencing the field and what's coming back. Healy will feel you because it connects with you on quantum sensor, and it always checks with you. So even if you have a basic, oh, what happened now? Oh, sorry. If you have a basic like aura, the aura scan, for example, that only has, let me connect to Healy, that only has a set intention, which is my aura is strong and stable, I think it is. So let me just see, continue. I think it says my aura is strong and stable. This one's now just scanning without my intention. My intention was to see what the statement was. Focus, my aura is strong and stable. Yeah, so my aura is strong and stable. It's an intention that's set in Healy. It's a neutral intention, but you can add up a layer of your own intention. So if you write up your intention, you can feel that within your body, not memorize it, but feel it in your body, how that feels like, and imagine yourself in that moment while you're scanning the aura. Yeah, and that happens as well if you go into basic, like physical scans. You can do the same thing. Any scan that you do, you can layer your intention over it. But the most magnificent results that you can get with intention are in coaching programs. So if you go on coaching, there's a space in here that actually allows you to put in a specific intention. So you can choose an intention that's already pre-filled here. So you can choose one from here if it resonates with you, and that's okay. You can click that one. But I like to, we'll have to go back. I like to go in here and I create my own, my detailed description. It has a limited amount of characters, and that's okay. But if you can separate it into different categories or and then you can do that. But let's say that I want to write an intention. Let's use the intention that I have here. So I am healthy, vibrant, and enjoying my constant. So let's try that one. So I'm going to pop and copy this one. Okay. So I am healthy, and vibrant, enjoying my constant flow of energy through my body that feels me with joy. So I can actually add this in. And the most important thing is when you start the analysis of this, to actually take a breath, drop into your heart and into your body, and actually imagine the feeling of this intention. How does that really feel embodied in my physical body? How does feeling vibrant feels in my body, like the experience of it? How the constant flow of energy feels in the body? How it feels when I'm filled with joy within my body? So all of that, try to imagine while you do the scan. So I'm going to do my scan. And we can take a deep breath. And this came up. Yeah. So the lowest ones are goals. Yeah, they're coming up for me. So it will give you, the coaching program will give you which ones are lower and which ones are higher. But the results out of this intention, when you do another scan, when you continue closer to the coaching program, we'll go deeper into the coaching, what it means and everything in the future. But anything you use, any program, any resonance program you use, the most important thing is to make a clear intention before you put it into Healy. And even before you scan any other programs, make it clear and make it as a feeling, as an experience within the body. So you can get results out, and then you vibrate back that to yourself, because it will show you where the energy is actually blocked. Where do you need to work on? Yeah, and move things forward. Okay, so let me close this. Is this clear? So I'm just going to stop sharing this. Stop sharing this. Okay. So let me see if I can share back, if I have anything else. Oops. Okay. Any questions on this? Anything that you would like to ask? Anything that I was not clear on? Oh, I have this one. Present. So I want to give you exercises, so like I do every week. This one. So some exercises for the week moving forward. First one is I would like to invite you into envisioning. So really exploring the question in your meditation, be it at home when you feel safe. You need to feel safe, yeah, because otherwise you're not going to open up yourself to anything. So, or even nature. Nature helps me a lot. So exploring the question of what is the greatest expression of myself, and then going deeper and listening to the body. It's going to be a trial and error at the beginning. You're going to start listening to the body, and sometimes the feeling will be great, sometimes it won't, sometimes you won't know if it's actually good or not, and it's okay. You test it, and it's okay to make mistakes. They're just learnings. And the second one I do want you to explore is, again, the frequency. So use your Healy, explore it, run a scan on your favorite list or model, be it the physical part, like all Healy programs, be it, schüssel cells, like we did for the emotions, be it Bach flowers, be it, anything else that you like, be it aura scans, be it coaching program, whatever you want to do, get clear on your intention, write down your intentions, and then feel them in your body. Experience and feel them in your body. And then the more you're going to practice, the more you're going to feel that in the body, the more you're going to start experiencing synchronicities in the field around you that will actually help you experience that intention more often. So that's what synchronicities are. So these two practices, I just want you to start exploring yourself, exploring your intentions, exploring what you really want and how does that feel like. And any questions, aha moments, anything that you would like to ask? If you would like to unmute yourself, please raise your hand so I can unmute you and myself. But that's about it for tonight. Anyone that would like to add anything before we finish for tonight? Did you enjoy it? Do you know how to use it now? Oh, let me see if I can't see the chat. Let me see, this one. Okay, let me go through chat so we can see if there's any questions. Intentions, yeah. And we use the same process with our Healy also. Yeah, so the examples on this page are examples. Yes, those are the examples. They're just few examples. You can use the same ones in Healy that we have. Otherwise, I like to create my own. I like to make my own, so they are completely personal to me. And the more detailed they are, the better the results are. And next week, we're going to take a look at, how we use this intention and put it into work. So not only putting it into healing and scanning, but also doing the work behind it. Because which program is Coherence in? Oh, that's on Pink app. So Coherence is on a Pink app. Energetic, not defense. I think it's bioenergetic boost, I think it is. But no, that's the other one. Bioenergetic. Now you got me. The list of programs. Let me go in so I can see. I think it's the one is bioenergetic defense and the other one is bioenergetic protection. I think it's protection. And there's a coherence and bioenergetic boost in it. There's 2 programs in it. Okay, my healing don't want to. Oh no, it's connecting. So yeah, that's the coherence one. In a bioenergetic support. Yeah, correct. Thank you. Support, not the protection. Support. It used to be protection and now it's support. Sorry, my programs are like for 3 years back. My things are still in my head. Yeah, so the coherence is in the bioenergetic support. There's a bioenergetic boost in there as well, which I like to use if you're low on energy, if you're using a lot of energy, like you absorb things from the outside world. The energetic boost is really good to protect your energetic boundaries. And that helps you when you are in coherence, right? So more you're in coherence, the stronger your energetic boundaries are. And the stronger your energetic boundaries are, the more you align with yourself. And the more you align with yourself, the more you can tap into the field beyond just the physical. And the more you can get clarity on your intention. And the more you can get clarity on your intention, the better results you can get when you're scanning with Healy. And when you're scanning with Healy, the better results you get, the more work you can do and the faster you can get to your results. Yeah. But just in a way of looking at it, if you just scan Healy and then vibrate to yourself, I just want to put this out there. Yeah. Frequencies are powerful. So when you vibrate, I don't know, an emotional thing, or you vibrate aura, or you vibrate coaching, yeah, those patterns that come up on the list, emotions, beliefs, all of it, when you vibrate into the field, they will show up in your physical life. So either you're going to have a feeling all of a sudden that certain emotions come up, or you're going to hear an inner critic voice of saying the same things that literally came up on the list. Yeah. So just that's where the work begins. Yeah. That's where the focus comes in. So this is where we actually are transforming the past into the future. Yeah. So we're going to look at the focus next week and how to do that, and give you some tools on how to actually support yourself on that journey, because it is a journey. Yeah. And Healy is a transformative tool. It helps you do a lot of things, but majority and mostly it actually helps you transform and shift completely. You become a new person. Yeah. I know sometimes in between you feel like you're screaming and kicking and it feels horrible, but I promise it's not that. It's the resistance of the situation that we are in that's actually causing us the pain. Okay, any other questions? Anything else that you would like to add? Any aha moments? Any funny things that you would like to tell me? Otherwise, that's about it for tonight. And we are back next week with focus and looking at how to do the work behind the scenes when we start vibrating things and start shifting, so we can actually transform our reality properly. Yeah. But this is foundational stuff, and it's really important when we're using Healy. Without it, we can't do anything in life. Yeah. Because you're setting intention even by getting up in the morning. Yeah. And if you're not setting a conscious intention, you're not living consciously. So you are actually allowing other people to choose everything for you and to affect you instead of you choosing things for yourself. Yeah. So we want you to be empowered. We want you to actually have the power to respond to anything that happens in your life, and actually take that power back and say, this is my life. This is how I want it. Yeah. And be happy about it and really, really excited like kids. Yeah. Because this is me. This is me in the energy world. It's like a kid in a sandbox. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming. If you have any other questions, pop them into the Facebook groups under the promotional post, or tag me wherever you want to. I'm always here to support you. And also, if you want to learn something specific, please let me know as well, so we can prepare that for you, so you can actually get your answers. Yeah. But otherwise, sending you all lots of love. Have a great night and have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll be seeing you next Thursday night. Have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.